Remind him to say the
Wake
clock.
up, Grandpa.
Yeah.
But how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. Tonight we have a special guest. I'm just gonna pull him right up here because I like doing things like that.
Wow.
Came over here from TikTok. A third Uso. So go check out his TikTok. Link is in the description in the bio. And he's here to discuss No Solicitors with us. And then we have the other long-haired guy right here. You guys all know who he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's your boy, the worst damn gamer ever.
And then James.
Yo, James.
Quiet.
Jizzy James!
There you go. And of course, me, Sir Sturdy. I'm going to be calm and quiet this episode too and behave. I doubt it. So, gentlemen,
Yep.
you know how we do this. Early ratings. James, what's your early rating? Just because you said something, you and Chris are going to be the first two to go because you both had something to say like 2 seconds before we even went live. You guys were about to start up.
Okay, without discussing it yet. 3.
Yeah, a 3. Okay.
Yep.
Chris?
Fucking 2.
Okay. What about you, third Uso? What's your
Give
rating?
it a 3.
3? All right. We'll give it a 4. We're all around that same area. Chris?
Except you're too high.
Usually.
4, 3. I didn't smoke yet, guys. Smoke after the show. James, or no, Chris, why the 2?
Because it was fucking trash. Like, I mean, it's good that they use cameras that, got clear picture. But other than that, I mean, everything was cheesy. The fucking acting was horrible. The brother and sister almost seemed like they were fucking offset. And
Fucking offset. They're fucking in the movie.
Or onset, you know what I mean? Fucking, yeah.
This is please no incestors. No incesting movie. That's what that was.
It was just
Calvin,
a
you
weird
weren't
vibe.
you weren't getting that vibe?
It was just a weird fucking
It was
vibe.
that vibe, right? It was fucking weird.
Completely weird. But I mean, other than that, the only reason why I am giving it a what did I give it, a 2? I even forgot.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2.
Is just because some of the effects were like okay for some of the gruesomeness. But other than that, still just throw this one in the bin. Put this shit in the 99-cent fucking bin at the dollar store or the fucking gas station.
The dollar store or the gas station. It's free on Tubi. You could just watch it on Tubi. You don't even have to pay money for it.
You know what I'm talking though. You know what I mean.
I know, but you know how I always gotta say shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The viewers know what I mean.
It's a dollar store special.
Exactly.
You can get some good movies from the dollar store, man. I'm telling you right now. I've gotten a lot.
Yeah, if they're fucking 10 years old, this one came out and it was 99 cents.
I'm getting the vibe. You didn't like this movie at all.
Not really.
Not really.
Nope.
I thought it was a spoof. I thought it was a joke. Because it had like a sitcom vibe. And it had the theme music, like the sitcom was starting.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like, is this a joke? Then they got that close-up acting like in soap operas. And while they're talking to each other. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was bothering me so much. All that shit was bothering me. That's why I gave it a 3. I couldn't stand that shit.
How about you, man? Third Uso.
I think what's starting me off of it being bad is probably like the first 5 minutes with them saying a brain surgeon. You have all these professionals and they're saying brain surgeon. Nobody says that. That's not even the medical term for it. So that whole thing just threw me off the entire movie. And they just kept repeating it.
The people who made this movie didn't have a budget or didn't know what to call it. They didn't do no research.
No, you could tell the budget was low for the most part.
You want to know sad? The fucking who plays the father, the Eric Roberts, he's in a lot of shit.
I was like, I recognized him.
Yeah, he looked
he's in
familiar.
a lot of shit. Yeah, he's in a lot of shit.
I'm glad you said that because I was looking at him. I was like, this guy looks so fucking familiar, but I wasn't sure. Here's where I fucked up though, James, because I was like, is it just because we just see him in the trailer when we reviewed the trailer Thursday?
Oh,
or is it because I've seen him in a bunch of movies? I was like, this face looks familiar. This guy looks familiar. I know I've seen him in other things.
Yeah,
he's in Dark Knight.
Yep.
The Expendables. He's in good movies, but why the fuck you do this? And don't say he was younger. Because I think he's like 65 in this movie.
Bro, it was a favor to a buddy for his kid or something, or this was his kid's project. But this, oh my god! And then I felt bad that fucking what's his name from
Ken
Nightmare on
Sagos?
Elm Street wasn't. Yeah, I was
Ken-
like,
Ken Sagos. Ken Sagos, the great, the legend.
not to mention that his acting was right on par with the rest of them. I'm sorry, Ken. I fucking loved you in Dream Warriors and the one after, but this was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of one of the episodes from Criminal Minds. This is a really bad version.
A bad version. Of
Yeah.
It's like what the criminals are doing.
It's true. You're expecting like every scene you're gonna hear that dun dun dun, the fucking little sound effect they do.
I
So
just wish that, because acting doesn't always have, excuse me. I mean, horror doesn't always have the greatest acting. I just wish there was a better story to this. Like, harvesting organs, fine, but there should have been something like. There should have been something like people are trying to figure out who's harvesting these organs or something like that. There should have been more than just missing people. Like, that's just kind of.
yeah, they just gave clues that
that's too
said that
easy.
we saw on the black market and all that shit, but you didn't really see the inside work.
And then the part where, like, with the so anytime somebody came over to their house to sell them something, I guess, nobody sees a no soliciting sign on the door, over the doorbell, but they come in here and everybody says the same shit. Oh, it feels like I could stay here forever.
Yeah,
and
that was weird. That cheesy line every
like
time.
if I'm another thing is too, like, say if you're one of those people who's a salesman door to door, right? You're not gonna drink on the job. You're not gonna just go, oh yeah, let me have some wine. Like, I'm trying to make. I'm not saying all the time, but yeah, let me get some wine. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, you can stay for dinner. What the? Like, yo, I got more shit to do.
Yeah, no, I gotta go next door and try to sell this perfume, man.
Worse. Like, I'm not gonna just stay here. I got here.
You don't even know what door-to-door salesmen used to do back in the day. You kidding me? They used to try to sleep with everything they could. That was opportunity. They snorted, get their energy up. They were always on the road. Like, shit
The
was
lonely
crazy back in the
housewives
day.
are like, hey, you want to know about it? It makes you look beautiful.
Yo, think about the time and era of, like, the founder that started fucking, like, McDonald's and shit, or those vacuum cleaners. Like, they're on the road for fucking weeks at a time. No social media, no connectivity. It's like, yeah, I'll call my wife once I'm done doing what I'm doing. Like,
and they all, but they all here's the part though that also got me, is they all basically said that, you know, they could stay forever and all that other bullshit, and then they were like, yeah, nobody knows I'm here. Like, who the fuck says that? That's, especially being a female, like, no woman on earth would say, like, yeah, nobody knows I'm here at all. Not my family, not my, like, nobody knows I'm here. Blah blah blah. I don't care where you're going. You're not gonna say, because that just doesn't make any sense. It's not smart. That is not smart. And then try to flip it. The one chick that got caught and she was in the basement, she's like, oh yeah, my boss and my friends, and they're like, you already said you don't have any family and nobody knows you're here. Your boss doesn't know you're here. You can do whatever you want. So
here's the thing with that. She says she don't tell work we can go anywheres, but she's married. When you think she said the husband, I'm like, hey, I'm going to be over here.
At the very least,
the husband just disappeared. She took the ring off, put it in her pocket. Then next, you know, she was single.
Yeah,
and you didn't see the husband go report missing person. The husband at all.
You got the horror vibes from her when she was talking to Ken Sagos, when she was like, well, is flirting okay, or can I do anything?
Yeah, that's true. She was just, yeah, that's
like,
true.
What the fuck? Like, you're gonna try to suck a dick to sell a house, bitch?
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
Man.
Like, that's a high end prostitute right there. 200 grand for a house, man. That's a $200,000 blowjob.
I mean, for some bigger houses and shit, like, if your commission's gonna be, you know, $50K, people do a lot of things just to get the job done, bro.
I guess so. I guess so. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like that. I wanted to like this movie more, like, because the whole gore fest. But even when they showed the gore, it wasn't that great with the effects of it. Some of them were okay, but for the most part, it was just too cartoony almost.
True, but here's the thing I liked about. I'm going to tell you the two things I liked about this movie. The stuff you're talking about now, the effects. Like, yes, they were shitty, a lot of them, but I liked how they actually showed it. It wasn't like cut off. I like how they're showing cut in and like the corny blood squirting out and everything. And I'm like, at least you're showing it. That's good. That's one good thing. Then the other good thing is I'm glad that they got away with it.
I'm not mad at that.
I thought it was gonna be like the cop they're gonna find out the end, bust in, and fucking. It was like a soap opera. I doubt shoot them. You know, hit them with a pillow. They fall over a fucking desk table with a lamp.
the one cop is related. I'm like, what the?
That was. I didn't expect that though. They got me on that.
It wasn't a bad twist, but it was terrible police work in general.
Yeah.
Like, just awful. Just awful. Yo, had these people been minorities, they'd have been caught like that.
Wow. This was police work done by the security, not the police of the town, just security. Dude, when the fucking Asian chick went on the rant on him, I was like, I want to laugh at this, but even she fucked up her line and what she was supposed to fucking mutter in her language, and like she stuck herself for a second. Bing bong! I was like, did that just happen? And they kept it in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They ran out of time, man. It happened.
Another thing like a sitcom. At the end, they're showing the fucking bloopers.
Yes.
I was like,
yes.
the fuck?
Which, see, the bloopers, I love when they show bloopers, like when the movie's over, because it's just cool to see where they fucked up at. And I'm sure there was a lot more in this movie. They're just like,
yeah,
you don't got that much time to be showing every single thing. Because you could just say the whole movie was a blooper. You could say the whole movie was just a fucking, I don't know, it seemed rushed. It seemed rushed. Like they just had an idea of, okay, let's be cannibals / black market organ donors or organ, whatever. Yeah, something. And they just went with it. And then that was it. There was like no story. Like, how did they catch all the other people that were there? The same, like you caught every single person the same exact way. And none of your neighbors are going to catch on seeing these people come into your house. Because every neighborhood has at least one or two nosy neighbors that are always home. Especially
they had that nosy one that came up to the fucking sun when he was chopping the hedges.
Yeah, that way was weird. The weird thing is, I just gave my dog a bath and I'm taking her for a walk. You're fucking carrying you have your dog on a leash and you're carrying your dog. So I'm taking my dog for a walk. I don't want her paws to get dirty. Like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. Should have just stayed home. Walk around the house.
Aaron, that's white people shit.
It's like having a 4 or 5-year-old still in a fucking coche, still in a goddamn stroller. Well, we're going to the park. Motherfucker's feet's touching the ground. Get him out of that shit and have him carry you. Like, what the fuck?
Taking my baby to the park. You know, he's 14 years old. Get him out of that damn stroller.
Motherfucker's got a cigarette hanging off, a do-rag on, fucking pants are sagging, and he's over here in a stroller.
Fuck a damn gang. You're pushing around in a damn stroller. It's ridiculous, man. I'm so I really wanted to love. I was hoping this movie would just be nuts, like crazy gore, better looking kills. The kills were kind of cool as far as what they were going for, but just better kills. And another thing I'm thinking about is the one dude. So remember how he gets up and turns the machine off so the guy dies so they can't sell his heart? Why the fuck didn't he just get up and leave or try to fight or something?
Because they
that's as far as you can get, man.
Locked up stores. They're weak. They can't fight. They'll come down and kick their ass.
They're missing an arm and a leg. Every one of them.
Was he was missing an arm and a leg too?
Yeah,
every one of them.
Every
that was their
one,
dinner,
they cut
man.
the hand off and they had the leg on.
The leg was the roast that they had like every night for dinner. Then their fingers for before dinner.
Appetizers.
The appetizers. Finger licking good.
The movie had a lot of potential.
It did have potential. I agree.
I think if they would have focused more on the daughter, it would have been better.
Oh,
okay.
She was conniving,
especially when she did that kill in the park.
Oh yeah.
They should have just showcased more from that point of just her, because she looked like the more crazier one.
Yeah,
that's true.
She was having fun the whole time.
Yeah.
She ate a dude's dick. Like literally.
Yeah. Not just rip it off. She ate that shit. She got
she was giving him dome. He's just sitting back relaxing on the ground, which again, I mean, it seems kind of crazy that the situation that guy was in, trying to, pretty much rape her, and then you're just all of a sudden relaxed and trust her. Like, okay, she's not going to do anything to you after you just try to do something that you shouldn't be doing. But he deserved his death. Out of everybody, he deserved it.
The thing is,
ate it.
The thing is, that's not the only dick that's going to be in her. As soon as she gets home, her brother's going to put one in.
Wow.
Pretty much.
That's
the vibe I got.
I'm sorry.
They were going to fuck at one point.
That's definitely the vibe, because anytime it seemed like he was talking to any of them chicks, she kind of seemed jealous. I'm like, that's your brother.
Exactly.
Why are you jealous of him talking to other women? And same thing when the dudes came in, he seemed kind of jealous a little bit. This is just...
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get why there's so many of those undertones. Like, does that happen so frequently in our society, or is that such the taboo? Because I'm sorry, we're all adults here, and hopefully this is being viewed by other adults. But if you go searching the internet, for some reason, that's a topic of fucking like high viewership on certain websites. If you know what I'm talking about, hubs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how? Why? I'm like, I'm sorry, I've never thought that or wanted that in my mind. Like, no.
James,
No.
but these are your people. Could you tell us? You know, like when people ask us why we do stuff, why do you guys do this?
I don't know.
Yeah, this movie was definitely full of
Boredom or
every
something.
type of cringe. Like you had that as
especially
one.
a certain state.
I guess, yeah.
That's true.
At least put it in that state then if you're gonna make that.
They say right in the beginning.
Yeah, like, hey, this is
like
Alabama or this is fucking like Arkansas or something. Like, come on, what the fuck.
Holy
shit! No, the only other time, as far as the horror aspect or the gore gruesomeness that made me cringe was the eyeball scene, and that was it. I was just like,
oh yeah, the eyeball. Yeah.
The whole time.
That bad. Like the eyeball scene, honestly, I was hoping it was gonna just how it looks on this movie cover. I was hoping it was gonna look just like that. We get that exact view and everything, and we didn't. I was disappointed with that. Then they ate the eyeballs, and I've seen people eat eyeballs on YouTube before, like animal eyes, and it ain't. It doesn't go that smooth. It like pops. And it's just,
yeah.
I'm just telling you, like they could have made it more realistic.
It even makes a sound.
Yeah.
Like
why are you guys looking for this?
I'm not.
No, I used to watch.
So how the fuck did you see it and find it?
Bizarre Foods.
Well, there's that too, but that's not where I seen it. I seen it on
I watched that show, man.
Good Mythical More with Rhett and Link, where they eat good food sometimes. Sometimes they have to eat nasty food, especially if they lose a challenge, and they had to eat like fish eyes, bull testicles, and all kinds of crazy shit.
I'm so glad I'm not on your feed.
You know what the sad thing is? If I was like,
oh god,
say I went on vacation or something to a foreign country, and they had shit like that, they're like, "Oh, would you want to try this and this?" I'll try it at least once. I won't eat them raw. I won't throw a raw eyeball in my mouth.
I don't think I can eat any of that.
If they cook the eyeball or something, I would try it.
James, if you ever go to Colorado, they have
they got the
oysters, bull testicles. So you would try that? That's not a foreign country, but
yeah, I'll try it.
I can't. What about you two? Would you guys try that?
Fuck no.
What about they're delicious?
I don't give a fuck.
They might be salty.
No.
There's other foods to eat. Like I wouldn't like even the bug shit that people do. I wouldn't do that. Like trying certain.
See, I would do that.
Bugs and plants are like the only thing we typically should be eating without grocery stores. Like not for nothing, but
see, when I watch the show, I always thought
if we're not hunting ourselves, what else is there?
I can go do that. I can go around and try fucking crazy shit.
But no, I'm sorry, I'm not. No, if it's not a shoulder, a butt, or a fucking rib or something, I'm good. And now that we're even talking about it, I'm thinking about it, and it's making me not even want my dinner at the moment because I'm like thinking about it too much. It's like, wait, that's a piece of something.
You never know what's in a hot dog though. All kinds of shit.
Stop it.
Puerto Ricans don't eat hot dogs, Chris.
I will say they did a really good job of making those chicken cutlets look like tits that were cut off. They did a really good job at that in this movie.
Yeah.
The nipples, yep.
Yeah.
That was quick.
I thought that's what was gonna happen in the beginning. They just like were showing that they were gonna cut the tit, and then they just put it to a different picture. I'm like, you should have been the first thing, like cut the tit off.
Yeah, they should have finished. They should have finished with that. Just slice the whole thing off and eat it after or whatever you want to do with it. Save it for later, but they just had the slice and then went to something.
And for one, that's gonna be like, that's all fat. That's what breasts are. What the fuck are they made it like they're cooking like a steak.
Hey man,
I'm like, okay.
We all love titties. I wouldn't cut one off and eat it, but
Yeah, that's weird.
What the hell was
that? No, thank you.
What would you guys do to make this movie better?
Not have made it.
It has to be made.
I would have said, listen, I'm not gonna waste your money, your budget. Let's do something else. Let's go open.
No, that's Blood Lake.
Like
Blood Lake, not this one.
Yeah, that's Blood. Yeah, I agree with you, James. That's Blood Lake. Like, listen, you guys need to come up with a different.
That's not enough of a budget to do anything.
With this,
No, Blood Lake. Their budget was not enough to do it. You can't even get a fucking Happy Meal with that budget.
Did you ever see
there's
Blood
no
Lake?
toy in the box with that budget. Nope.
Have you ever seen Blood Lake? It's a
I
horrible.
don't think I have.
Oh man, no,
It's
one of the
1987.
87. It's one of those movies. I'll put it this way: I don't recommend it, but I dare you to watch it. It's on Tubi, and you can even hit me up on TikTok or come back on here again and let us know how you felt about it. It's the worst movie I've ever seen in any type of genre in my life.
It's supposed to be a slasher.
It is, and it's. I'll put it to you like this: it makes this movie look semi decent, not halfway. It's less than halfway decent, but like, you're like, okay, all right, maybe this movie wasn't as bad. Once you watch that, that's how bad that movie is.
Yeah.
So whatever worst horror movie you've seen in your life, check out Blood Lake, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like,
I'm so sick of hearing about this fucking piece of shit.
Can't help it. Thumbs up.
it's
It's the only movie I ever gave a 0. It's the only movie.
It's one of those movies to where, like, once we watch a bad movie or a movie that people aren't too crazy about, I bring that one up. Like, listen, trust me, watch that first, then come back and let us know how you feel. But yeah, what would you guys do, James? What would you do with this movie?
My thing is I'll take away the fucking sitcom part of it and actually make it like a fucking horror movie. They could have done this story. They could have kept. They could have kept this black market shit that they sell bodies.
Mm-hmm.
He's a doctor. You see him in his office. They could have made this darker, like more torture, like when they get people like all together. They only had like 5 people. It's like they just moved there. Shouldn't there be like hundreds of missing people if they've been living? He said they lived there 5 years, and that's all that's missing is 5 people.
They dispose of them and start.
But there'd still be
5 people that they caught onto, maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. It was just weird, but they can make this better, and they can keep this story. It's just better writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I say better fucking camera work and shit because I thought this was like a sitcom mixed with a soap opera, or like he said, a fucking a cheap version of fucking CSI or something.
They could have. I agree with you there though, James. They could have definitely made the story a lot darker. Like, same story, but just take away the even if you throw in a little bit of comedy here and there, dark humor, but make it a lot more serious. Make it kind of more of a scary thing. Like, again, say the girl goes out on a date, she brings the guy home or whatever, or the brother goes out on a date, he brings a girl home,
Something like that, yeah.
Something. Maybe
I think I've seen a better version of a Cannibal movie.
Even
that
something
was kind of like Hannibal Lecter.
Even something fishy going on.
Because they didn't even have a camera system in their house.
Yeah.
They didn't have any type of technology that was in the basement that would
it was a padlock.
show that like something's happening. They just had like one little alarm for the machine.
Yeah, that annoying as fuck.
Yeah, there's an alarm clock going on.
I heard the buzzer go off. What the fuck? That's all you guys have? You guys got all this freaking money and shit? You don't have no type of alarm, no camera set up, no nothing? You'd think they'd have something like it. Instead of having that thing in the yard, like, why not have something in not a shed, but something in the backyard? Hey, yeah, come on here. This is where we all hang out and party and blah, 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 blah. And then, boom. Or at least that's where you take them when they pass out.
Prep them.
Huh?
You got to prep them. Spray them down, make sure they're clean.
Yeah. Shouldn't be eating dirty food.
Yeah, what was the last few ratings for the last few movies? Because I feel like we're trending downward again here.
We are going downward.
Fuck my life.
So I'll go from Oculus and down. Oculus was a 7.5 for all of us. Decoys was a 1. Well, besides Kelvin, he gave it a -10. The Final Wish was 5s and 6s. And then Sushi Girl, me and you, Chris, gave it a 6.
Okay,
so it's up and down. It's up and down.
Yeah, the next one's gonna be better. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just. I just felt like for some reason I had 3 bad in a row, and I was like, "Here we go again." Or at least it was 2 in a row. And I just had to be the 3, so I was looking forward to the triplets that come, and then hopefully it turns around again. But I'll take the ebb and flow.
Yeah, I mean, Kelvin gave the first negative of the year on Horror with Sir Sturdy.
Good
with
man. Good man.
what'd you
He
say?
was so tight. I said good man. He was so tight. He was so fucking tight.
Just think of how mad he's gonna be when he finally watches Blood Lake. He might not talk to us anymore. Like fuck these guys, man. Oh, I've never seen him that bad. He even went on a Spanish rant after the episode was over.
Yeah,
I forgot what
he
I don't
should
know
have
what he
waited.
said.
I gotta clip that. I keep forgetting to do that.
I wish he would have did that on the podcast.
I still got it.
I was like,
But the only other thing I could think of about this movie that like stuck out to me was they actually played the stupid line on, wow, why can't rich people just like eat normal shit or something like that?
Mhm.
And I was like,
oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and it wasn't even like this was like the richest neighborhood either. You know what I mean? It's like, my question is like, you're a brain surgeon. Why are you in this house? Like, there's way bigger houses for your family that you could probably afford after doing this for how long you've been doing it. You're pretty gray haired there. Like you got some gambling debts or something. Like you can keep low key in a set back big ass house with, you know, a torture room that's built specifically for it with the money you got.
Maybe that's where they're moving to next because remember they moved at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So who knows? Now, were they in that house for 5 years, or were they just doing that shit for the past 5 years?
No, they lived in that house for 5 years. That's why she said she wanted to move again. She wants to move.
Okay. Yeah, just nothing stuck out to me in this movie either. Like, this isn't one of those movies that's ever going to come up in conversation. Like, have you ever seen? Because it's one of those ones where it was like, it was bad, yes, but it wasn't so bad, like a Blood Lake bad, to where you're like, yo, have you ever seen Blood Lake? And someone's like, no. Or if they say yeah, and they're like, fuck. Yeah, I seen it. Why? I'm just asking. So it wasn't on that spectrum, and obviously it wasn't good enough. And there wasn't like that one standout, awesome, amazing kill, which looked just great. And it just
anytime movies like this are made, or movies like The Purge and shit like that, it just or like fucking Squid Games and shit, it just really makes me think like these people got inspiration from somewhere. They either seen or heard about some shit they weren't supposed to or something, and they fucking made it into art and put it out for people to see. And it just drives me insane because it's like, yo, this is like my biggest fucking fear. All right, this is one of my biggest fucking fears. Besides going to a haunted house and actually getting chased by a chainsaw, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
just goddamn, if you got
chased by a chainsaw in a haunted house, that's kind of weird.
By a dude with a chainsaw, an actual chainsaw who's actually trying to kill you, and everybody thinks it's part of the show and part of the fucking haunted house. Yeah, this is why nowadays.
Oh, you're talking about an actual like haunted house to go in.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
carnival
people go, art imitates fucking life, right, or whatever, and it's like this. No, like this is why I always gotta ask the question: like, why do some people want to watch this? Like, why do some people actively want to go see shit like this and watch this? Like, if this becomes reality or is a reality somewhere. Like, it's totally fucked up.
That's what it is. They like the adrenaline of the fear. And the more real you get, the
ass is about to be fucking barbecue skewed and fucking sawzalled in pieces. Like,
yeah.
Here's the other gripe about it.
Is it Phantasm?
You finally got your wish.
Yes.
I finally have to watch Phantasm.
The other gripe that I got is James said, you know, some of the effects, and I said some of the effects were good, but I did fucking get annoyed that every time they used that fucking sawzall, there was no blood splatter. It spilled out. The guy's getting his leg chopped off because he fucked up the other situation with the other body. The blood is just leaking out and spilling on the table, and then the only time you see the blood splatter is when he gets the axe to finish it off. Like, do you know what a sawzall does? Do you know what a reciprocating blade does to fucking metal and other shit? It sends fucking shit flying. Like, that's blood. That's flesh.
They couldn't
like,
afford the CGI, man.
All over the place. Like, come on, man. Missed opportunities everywhere in this shit.
Yeah, there was a few. And I do agree with you when you're saying they should have focused more on the daughter because she seemed like she was the most vicious one, so to speak. If they would have kind of just let her be the one to either get these people to come to the house or to kill them and bring them, just something. I kind of think it was sloppy of her to leave the guy dead there just right in the fucking park instead of like, hey, listen, I killed somebody in the park. Maybe we should go get him. But I don't know. At the same time, I guess it's too risky. You walk back there and, you know, she's going to know.
The whole thing was just weird. Like, let me just take a random stroll through this random park, and let me get attacked by some random ass dude.
Mm-hmm. At night. Again, it was just weird with that, and just again.
And then the one detective, look, I found an earring. Like, no, you're supposed to leave it there. Put the little tent number thing.
Little tent number, yeah, that's true.
No, yeah.
You touch evidence. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, and then when you do pick it up, you pick it up with either like tweezers or gloves and put it in a bag, and you check the fucking DNA on it, and boom, man. Oh shit! So this is where this came from, and
yeah, you kind of tell how it was going, like in the very beginning when they were talking to that one chick about having that missing friend, and then they immediately turned around to this little ass board of missing people with no actual work on it. It was just random pictures on there.
Yeah.
It's like, let me just show this person who just came about her missing friend this board right behind me, and let me just put my hands like that for the entire movie. Like, come on.
Yo, wherever those cops are, that's like the best neighborhood to just like, you know what? I'm just gonna come here and steal a car, steal some shit. They're not gonna figure. By the time they find out I did it, they're not even gonna care.
Yeah,
they won't even figure out like, hey, missing cars. Oh, we keep seeing these guys come here and take stuff, but it could be theirs, so we're not gonna investigate anything.
It feels like the case is over because the mayor's kid got kidnapped or something. So all other crime just gets wiped away.
Like, yeah, so
all the other cases are like, fuck it, put them in the trash.
No one else matters.
Nope.
No one else matters. Fucking Phantasm though, James.
Yeah.
You're happy I'm finally getting to watch this? I finally have to watch this. I've never seen it. Have you guys all seen Phantasm?
Years and years ago, but it's been
probably. I don't know. I don't remember.
I've never seen it. I don't even know what it's about.
It's
I know there's like a metal
dude,
ball
and he has those flying
like a sphere
balls. Yeah, and they could like make a spike and all that shit.
See, you know what's funny though, James, is the last time I went to Scaricon in 2019, before this whole damn COVID shit, they were at the cast of Phantasm. I guess whoever's still alive was at that con. Nice. But I've never seen the movie, so I didn't even bother going over to their table and meeting them or getting an autograph or nothing. There was no point. There was other people there that I wanted to meet and buy shit from. So I'm like, maybe next time, depending on how good this or bad this movie is.
Well, over under, I'm probably gonna put you at like a 5.
A 5? Okay, I'm not mad at that. I bumped my score for this movie down to a 3, by the way, guys, because the more we talked about it, the worse it's getting.
The cover is cool.
Yeah, the cover's cool, and I love Felissa Rose, but this movie just sucked.
I don't even know who she is. I mean, I kind of recognize her face, but I can't put her in anything else.
Oh, I can't. She was a kid in Sleepaway Camp. I just met her a bunch of times at cons, and she's one of the nicest people I've ever met. She smells nice, also.
Was she the realtor?
I'll talk about that offline. Huh? No, she was already downstairs. She was the one in the middle wearing the I think it was purple dress.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about that. You right there?
Yeah, it's to me looking fucking all faded and shit and unfocused, so it just drives me crazy.
I'll tell you what though, I would have loved to have been in this movie.
Why?
I had the opportunity. Why not?
It would have made it worse.
Maybe. made it a little bit better too.
I doubt that. It would have been right on par with all of their acting.
I would have been over there trying to go over there ringing the doorbell. Like, yeah, I'm a door-to-door marijuana salesman. All of a sudden, here come the cops.
They only had the budget for one colored person. It was Ken Sago.
Yeah, but I don't have as big of a name as he does. I'll just go like, listen, I'll work for free. Just let me wear my
That's true. They could have got you for free. Damn. They made a mistake.
Just let me wear my Horror with Sir Sturdy shirt. That's all. Check out the podcast before you kill me, people. Yes, this is my real podcast. I'm not acting right now.
He breaks the fourth wall like fucking Deadpool. And back to the movie.
Yep.
They could have done it. They could have done that with this. That's how fucking weird it was.
They should have. Like, y'all in here eating people? Like,
it had a fucking,
but in different ways.
It had a theme song, guys.
Yeah.
Did it really?
The movie started like a fucking sitcom song was coming on. And it was going through the actors' names and it was showing traveling down the street. You're seeing cars driving around, and it was so fucking stupid.
See, well, okay. Say they left that the whole theme, but then the movie just turned out to be super fucking dark. I would have been fine with that because then that really fucks with you and fucks with your head. But this was just too. It was too silly, and it wasn't like I guess it was supposed to be a horror comedy, but I didn't find it funny.
No.
Oh, was it really supposed to be a horror comedy?
I'm assuming. I'm just saying.
I thought it was just a movie, and they just suck.
Maybe a little bit of both. From what I've seen from it, I'm not saying it said that.
Nope, the category is just horror. Don't try to put comedy on there.
Well, it should have.
The only thing funny about it is how bad it is.
And if they were starving them, the one dude should have just been like, "You cut my leg off. At least let me try some. I'm fucking hungry."
You know,
Word. I'm hungry.
Right? Exactly.
I need some adobo on mine, thank you.
Of course.
Just a little sofrito, you know what I mean? Just brown it, just a little bit.
It would have just been funny just to be in a movie like this, though. Just think of yourself in this movie, what you would be doing. Like I can see Chris in the background in this movie. Chris, I'm not just saying this because you're Spanish, but say he's there, he's a cleaner of the house, and you just see him in the background.
I would have been the gardener, fucking asshole.
You could be a gardener. I mean, that's what you want to be. Just singing and dancing in the background, not knowing what's going on. Like, who is that? That's just our creepy.
And they do that camera shot where they zoom up real close to him, and he does that little cheap smile.
Yeah.
Hit him with the Bob from those Viagra wannabe commercials.
I wonder why they made it seem like their basement was a warehouse.
Dude,
Because every time the sister and the brother, they will be like, "Let me just run downstairs." Like, you're just going down the stairs. It's not a big ass warehouse. Like, what are you doing?
Like little kids, they're like playing fucking racing. Yeah. What the fuck?
Like, oh, I beat you. Now we gotta fuck.
Exactly. That's what it seemed like. They're playing. That's their flirting. That was foreplay right there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of incestual vibes in this movie. I'm just like, this is just. We've been watching a lot of those type of movies lately. You guys have been here and there, like not all together and not by choice. It just happens. Wasn't Society like that too, James? Was it Society or was it the other one? What was the other one we watched with Society?
It was
Fuck. Yeah, it was Society that was like.
Yeah,
that.
it was Society. Yeah, it was that one. That is a messed up movie too. You should see that.
People near their fucking brains, like.
Okay, Chris, but I don't even want to say that. I was going to say, to their credit, at least they're putting it in a movie and they're not really doing it. But
that you know of,
I don't know that. I don't
exactly.
know
that you hope.
Hey, listen, what they do in their own house is their own business. I got nothing to do with that. Zero.
I'm sorry, I'm not making a Quasimodo. Nope. Not happening. No birth defect baby with me and my sister, cousin, nobody. I don't even have a sister.
They probably would have sold it.
They need babies, right? They got there's that fucking market.
No, free body parts. What?
Yeah, no, that's true.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back.
I just wish this movie was again going back. I wish it was a lot. Well, yeah, that too, but just a lot darker, even. Just more things are just like holy shit. Like there's no oh shit scenes for this in this movie for me. Not at all. Everything just seemed like the kills, the cuts, and all that just seemed too easy and too like when they were cutting through the leg, it looked like they're cutting through like a cartoon ham. You know, they cut through the cartoon ham and it shows the bone kind of sticking out, but it's like flush with the meat. But you see the little white. That's what it looked like. That's what it seemed like to me. Like, what is this?
It wasn't too bad. I wasn't mad at that, honestly. Like, even when they were taking out the eyeball, even though you don't see it and they purposely cover up, and it's the sounds that, you know what I mean? So I'm like, and you see the eyeball, and she's just like, fucking crazy ass Harley Quinn ass.
I wanted to see it because as much as those, like, the eyeball scenes from, like, a good film where they show it, like a needle sticking in the eyeball, I'm like, that's a fucked up scene, even to me. But I still want to see it. And then
Tell you what, best eyeball scene I've probably ever seen that I can remember. Sons of Anarchy when fucking Bobby got his eyeball spooned out. Have you not seen the biker show Sons of Anarchy?
No, I have.
I seen like parts of the first season. That's it.
Oh no, you get like almost the last season or some shit.
Yeah.
Fucking literally get the spoon shoved in his eye by a cartoon, and it's hanging, and they fucking pull it. Yeah, and he's still alive. And, yeah,
I've seen the whole thing like 3 times.
Yeah,
I went through it one time. That was a good one, actually. That was a good show.
Good.
Wild.
The spinoff is really good too.
I was just about to, that's why I was asking if anybody's seen that one. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Did you seen it?
I've gotten halfway through the first season. I got to go back to it.
I may have to go back and check that out. That was a great show.
It starts off a little slow, but then
it just goes
starts to pick up pretty well. That's sad that FX for their TV show was able to do better effects than a budgeted movie.
I mean, but they make way more freaking money than that budgeted movie. They had a way bigger budget. I get it though, man. I feel like this may have been, I don't know for sure, but this movie almost seems like a crowdfunded movie. And not one of the
come out. I don't
2015.
2015.
I mean, I'm just trying to find a reason to be a little bit nicer to it, but there is no.
I mean, I guess they made it with like an old iPhone.
They made it with an old iPhone.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was shot on the iPhone 8.
But the visuals did not look bad as far as the clarity of the camera and all that. It was the story. Like the story was just like, come on, like if you're gonna do something like this, just have a cool story to it, have a cool plot to it, and all this other stuff. It was just too, I don't know, and I'm not even mad they got away with it. Actually, I like that part of it. Even have them get away still. Yeah. I say there should have been at least 1 or 2 casualties on their end, at least one, maybe the brother or the father dying, or the parents getting killed off. But other than that, let them move on. Brother and sister can go and have a happy family, have some kids, and start a whole murder family. That's what they were getting at.
Yeah.
That's what they were getting at. And the
family, man.
The parents didn't seem to care at all.
No.
It's like the Texas Chainsaw Family, but in suburbia with money because their dad is a doctor. So they're like, fuck, we can capitalize on this. Let's sell some of these organs before we eat some of these people.
That is true. And they're just like, son, daughter, you're not allowed to date people because they're going to be snitches, so you got to date each other.
Yeah. You got to pop out that money, man. We need those baby parts.
I mean, I'd hate to beg the question, but how much shit do you think occurred because of fucking quarantines and shutdowns and shit? You think that was a thing that happened more?
Wait a minute, what?
I can't go out. I'm here with my sister, my cousin, my brother, my roommate. Like,
I feel like.
Well, hold on, real easy. Compare.
Oh shit.
Compare last year's population in Alabama and the year before.
I knew he was gonna say something.
There's a big spike, man. Then the theory's right.
Here's your answer.
It's all about the facts, people. It's facts.
Holy shit. My answer was gonna be the people that are into that kind of stuff were doing it anyway. So I don't think the pandemic gave them more of a reason to do it. Maybe just to do it more.
What I'm saying is how many people do you think that never did it will like?
Dude, I don't know. I don't think they're afraid of it.
It's been a while. Like,
I don't know, man. I'm guessing a very low number, and I'm hoping 0. But people are fucking.
It's never 0, man. So it's at least a couple.
People are the most fucked up living things on this planet by far. Like by far.
Yeah.
Think about it though, yo. If it wasn't for us, this planet would be thriving.
Well,
for us
dolphins are fucked up. They rape in the ocean. They're the rapists of the ocean.
They do. They love fucking.
Yo, they fuck a blowfish to get high.
They do. So they like getting high and fucking just like people do.
I'm saying.
Exactly. My point is, we're all alike.
To an extent, but
we're all just animals down in the core.
We're animals, man.
We're just a bunch of impulses and fucking needs.
That's true. That's true.
So before we wrap up, how about we ask our guests.
I would hope
a few
you're rapping.
questions.
It's your fucking sister or your mother. I mean, shit.
Wow. Chris, just because he Caucasian doesn't mean he does that.
Mm.
He's from upstate New York. If James is from Alabama, I definitely suspect it.
Maybe I was born there.
Looks like it. You can pull it up.
But what were you gonna say, James?
I'll say before we wrap up, how about we ask a couple questions to our guests?
Oh yes. Do you have one in mind? Because I have a couple.
Yeah, I'll steal yours. What got you into horror?
You asshole.
Well, you said you had nothing, so I took yours.
No, I said I have a couple, but you just yeah,
Oh.
that's a good. Go ahead though. I love that question.
I just like that fear aspect,
Nice.
like actually visually watching it, especially not knowing what's gonna happen if you've never seen like an actual film, because you don't know what's gonna happen if it's like an actual person or it's gonna be some spirit or it's gonna be some crazy thing. You just never know. So I just like looking at all that stuff, especially gore scenes. That just makes the movie a lot better.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. So who
one who doesn't like gore factor?
Yeah,
movies?
yeah.
Like I rather them manipulate my mind and make me hear something or imply something or like
didn't see it?
not
Yeah.
show something, but
You gotta
know
weak
what's
stomach.
happening.
You don't like seeing blood.
I don't understand this.
Yeah, that's why I was so happy with the new Halloween movie, because there was
Yeah.
so
Gore.
much gore.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I don't understand this though, Chris, because you're Puerto Rican. You
guys-
guys love cutting people, pulling them blades out your cheek.
No, it's self-defense, nigga. There's a difference. It's not that we.
He don't like it. He still gags while he's doing. He's like,
Okay. It's not, a gat gets you too much time. You feel me? Like,
That would be a funny spoof though, like a comedy spoof. Like, say you were in a fight, you pull, but you pass out. Could you see the blood?
you're both laying there next to each other.
Like, what the fuck happened here? This guy has a blade in his hand, no damage to him at all, but he's passed out. But my next question, you asked him what gets you like watching the horror and all that stuff. Was there somebody that got you watching it? Like, they just said, "Hey, come check this movie out," or did you just come across it on your own?
I'm not sure if it was more of a rebellious thing, because my mom was like a really Christian lady, and like anything that I watched was automatically the devil.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it was my rebellious side of just watching movies, or because I'm just a movie head in general and I just like watching movies.
Okay. What's the first movie, if any, that you remember that scared you as a kid that just always stands out to you?
I don't know the movie or whatever, but I know my mom was watching some novela, and it was like a Spanish creepy ass looking clown, and I'm like maybe 4, and this dude is like on the face of the TV with a knife, and that's the only thing that like creeped me out.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I can remember. It's just that.
4 years old, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right behind the couch.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. Man.
See, now I'll tell you mine. See, for me, as far as who got me into it, was my older brother, my older cousins. I would follow them around all the time, hang out. They would let me hang out with them, and no matter whose house they're staying at, whether it be my mom's house or one of my aunt's houses, it was the same rule all the time. Aaron, listen, you can watch these movies with us, but don't wake up mom or wake up aunt so-and-so, because if you do, wake up crying and scared, we're all going to get beat, including you. So it's like, all right, fine. We would all just like hang out in the living room, sleep in the living room. And the movie that scared the shit out of me, almost literally, to where I had to get up, have either my cousin.
Uh-oh. There you go.
The movie that scared me, that I had to have either my cousin or my brother, one of my cousins or my brother, walk me to the bathroom, like wait outside the bathroom for me to come back out, was, which is hilarious to me now, is Creep Show Part 2, The Hitchhiker. Thanks for the ride, lady. Scared the living shit out of me. No idea why. To this day, well, I mean, kids. I was like I started watching horror around 5, so your imagination's just running crazy as kids. They tell you it's pretend. They tell you it's make believe. We don't believe that bullshit. Like, fuck this shit. It's real. And what I do miss about that though is I miss the genuine fear I had of watching like movies. I wish I could have that now. Just watching, like, I don't mean after the movie where I'm scared, sleeping with the lights on, all that other bullshit. I just mean watching the actual movie, just like scared, like, oh my god, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like that nervousness, kind of. Like, my wife is real jumpy when we watch horror. and I love it. I think it's hilarious, but that's besides. But I kind of wish I had some of that. Like here and there, I'll jump sometimes, especially if I'm high as shit watching a movie. But I just wish I kind of had that kind of sort of fear still watching these, because I mean we all watch them to kind of jump at something like, oh shit.
Turn your brain off.
I do turn my brain off, but that don't make me get scared. This movie, No Solicitors, was like a turn your brain off, but it was still just.
There's, you can't get low enough in brainwave frequency and IQ to appreciate this. You just can't.
What about you guys, though, Chris and James? What are two movies, or what's a movie that may have scared you guys growing up?
I'll go first while you think about it. My dad started me on pretty much all of the classic shits because that's what he grew up on. So I got Bela Lugosi. I got fucking, the what was it? Creature from the Black Lagoon. I got Frankenstein, the Werewolf Man, all that shit. And then like that's my earliest memories of like being creeped out and scared and like, because they were really good, even though, it wasn't the most spectacular visual effects, but I'm also fucking small and everything that looks like that is crazy and weird, right?
Yeah.
You have Halloween shit come up and stuff every year, and then it's like, all right, got a little older, and everybody knows this about me, fucking Chucky, Nightmare on Elm Street, and for some reason...
Two Girls, One Cup?
No. I say this all the time, and people think I'm fucking crazy. They're like, that's not horror, blah, blah. No, it's a horrific scene, okay? The fucking scene in Robocop, bang, bang, and they're all laughing and like, even at a young age, I was like,
really? I just thought that shit was cool.
I was like, yo, that's fucked up, and the guy's in agony. Hey, Morris, or whatever the fuck his name is. Check this guy. I was like, even to this day, sometimes I'm like, ooh,
that's so good. I love it.
That's a horrible way to fucking go. You know what I mean? And then they show him on the cart and fucking a shell of a man that he was, and then all of a sudden he wakes up and he's fucking robotic and all. It's like,
he's RoboCop.
No,
speaking of that, the remake sucked. I don't like the remake.
It was all right. It was okay. Wasn't the worst.
But I guess mine was. It has to be the first movie I ever seen, because I remember I was really young and my aunt was watching, babysitting us, me and my brother. And I snuck out of my room and they're watching the original Night of the Living Dead.
Nice.
And I don't know if it was the extra fear, because the fear of getting caught, because I was hiding to watch it, because I wasn't supposed to be out there.
Yeah.
But I was like jumpy. I was seeing the fucking, like when they break the fucking boards and shit, and you're like, ooh, what the fuck? So it has to be that. That's the first movie I ever seen, by the way. Horror movie.
Nice.
Bro.
All right,
hold on. I gotta tell the homeboy this. So you're Hispanic, right? I'm assuming, because you said something novella. Okay, so fucking my aunt, my tia, fucking thought it would be a great idea to bring me from back in the day a My Buddy doll. You know what those are?
Yeah.
All right. She bought this shit over on the day I was watching Chucky for the first time, and she did not know. So she walks in this house, I got a present for you. Big ass fucking box that's as tall as me at the time, because I'm like, I don't know, 4 or 5. Bro, that motherfucker was running around my house every single night. I swear to God, I heard that pitty patter and the little feet and shit for like the next 12 years, bro. I swear to fucking God, like the worst gift from an aunt ever.
That's
all right, I got 2 quick stories and then 2 more questions for you guys. So the 2 quick stories. Chris and James, I think Henry told you guys this story one time, but my brother Henry, his first horror movie he watched, I think it was Child's Play, I believe. Anyway, he was watching it with like his aunt and stuff, and it was time for him to go to bed, right? So he was scared to go to bed, so she puts in the bed or whatever, and she turns the light off and closes the door. She was like, "Be careful before Chucky gets you."
That's fucked up, man. Holy shit.
I was dying when he told me that story. And then my uncle, so this is years ago, when he was with whoever he was with at the time, right? He had his, I think he still has it, but he had a Chucky doll at the time. And one day his girl fell asleep on the couch, so he got the Chucky doll that was like tapping on the couch, making it sound like feet were walking. And then he sat Chucky down like right under the coffee table. And when she woke up, Chucky was just sitting there, scared the fuck out of her. I'm like, that is awesome. But my two questions for you guys,
I would do that.
My one question for you guys is the subgenre of horror is like, what's your top two subgenres? Like for me, it's slasher and paranormal. What about you, James? Let's go around the world.
My number one is paranormal.
What's your number two?
I'm drawn to more of those movies. It has to be slasher because that's right. You know,
Yeah.
13th and all that. So,
what about you, man, Giovanni?
Yeah, it'd have to be paranormal and slasher.
Chris?
I'm pretty much right there, but I'm kind of teetering on like the whole found footage thing.
Oh, found footage is good too.
It is.
Because I really, as bad as the quality is in some of those or whatnot, like I still enjoy getting through them because that feels like as close to like the real experience of like what these people are going through to me as it gets, you know what I mean? Where it's not as polished as a big movie production or whatnot, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, I can't deny my love for fucking Freddy and Chucky and Jason and Michael and fucking, I mean, everybody else, Ghostface and.
Do you like Chucky or do you like Freddy because of the blades? Yeah. You do.
No.
Well, I hope it's not about the child molestation.
Depending on what story.
No.
Some of them call him a child murderer.
Yeah, child murder or something.
Well, he was a pedophile and a murderer.
Yeah.
But I think the remake is what kind of emphasized the whole pedophile thing. I think the other one was just like the original story was just child murderer, which both are terrible. Don't get me wrong.
No, they play on the pedophile thing too because with his basement and shit like that. And was it 4 or 5 when they're showing the old memories that what's her face is having. With his basement and shit like that, him smacking the mother around and all that shit. But either way, I fuck, man. Honestly, the thing about Freddy Krueger is that you can't escape him. That's the shit that gets me. Is that no matter what you do, you cannot run, you cannot hide. If you fall asleep, he's there. If you daydream, he's there. Even if you find a way to be able to survive without falling asleep, he's there, and he's either coming for you, somebody you love, or other people in the neighborhood. And he says it a couple times. He's eternal. Like for something that bad of a person to be able to live on pretty much forever, as long as he can get somebody to either remember him or be scared for any reason and he can feed off of it. That's like the ultimate terror for me.
Well, that's why you got to just whoop his ass like they did in part 3, Dream Warrior.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just saying.
I love the movie, don't get me wrong, but let's be honest, man. That's just not happening. Like you and your friends ain't linking up in your dreams and creating superpowers that he controls the fucking world you're in and you're gonna kick his ass.
He wasn't afraid of him anymore. That's why he was getting weaker or something.
Yeah, you just don't be afraid of him. That's it.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Have you seen the man? Have you heard his voice? Did you see the glove? Do you know what he's done? It's kind of hard not to.
As far as voice goes, I feel like Candyman's scarier than Chucky or than Freddy.
Yeah.
Differ.
Yeah, I think Freddy is.
The voice.
Oh, the voice? Just the voice?
Just
so deep voice coming behind just goes, hey. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, you turn around and you see a fucking 6'8" black dude behind. I'm just scared of shit, too. Talking about be my victim. Hell no.
Racist.
He could be 6'8" and white. I don't give a damn what color he is. An ugly coat and a bad haircut? Fuck that. I'm running.
Candyman just looks like a pimp with a fucking hook.
A pimp with a hook.
Freddy's all burnt faced and shit.
He's got the shadows that play. He's got the aspect of the fire. He's got the boiler room, which are, I mean, creepy inherently.
He can make his tongue come out of a telephone and lick you.
You know, I mean, depends on where you put the phone, but you know.
Oh gosh.
Shit. Ah man.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
But he's the worst because he's in your head. He knows everything about you. He knows your fears. He knows what you like. He knows how to play off of making you feel safe when you're not. Like Freddy's terrifying, bro. Freddy's fucking terrifying.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. So he's like evil Santa.
Who's to say he's not Santa?
Yeah.
Maybe the religion spin the tail to make it a good version to get kids in line. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just make a bad version to get him in line? Like, that's what I would do if I had children. Like, listen, man, you keep acting up, Freddy's gonna get you. Fuck Santa Claus not giving you presents.
Raise these kids on fear.
Like my dad,
Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Okay, that's what
positive.
works. That's what works. Apparently, not the ass whippings, not the fucking switches. None of that shit worked. Apparently, even though 90% of us are still fine after all that, and even better for it. But whatever.
Yeah, and you see the kids now. Fuck you, Mom. What the hell? You know what, Timmy? Go to your room.
Scared of their own goddamn shadow. But
That's
the first
just
one to
nuts.
fucking look at you like you crazy for telling them to do something. And what you gonna do about it, motherfucker?
Yeah. We're living in a world right now where parents are afraid of their children. I couldn't imagine my father, neither one of my parents being afraid of me, even now. What the
I'll
fuck?
go hamster on him. I'll eat him. I'll be like, fuck you, motherfucker. I made you.
Yo, you're so tough. Get the fuck out of my house. You don't pay no bills or nothing here. Peace. Give me that house key.
Exactly. Oh, you think this shit's easy? All right. Take your Xbox and go out on the corner and figure the shit out.
Fuck that.
Enjoy.
That's my Xbox. I bought that shit.
Go ahead and have it. You know why? It's going to be agony that he can't plug the shit in nowhere. He ain't got no fucking TV. He's going to have to stare at it, think he's playing Fortnite.
Nah, fuck that. You ain't going to have
Enjoy
the Xbox. You ain't going to have your cell phone. The only thing you're going to have is the clothes you wore. The clothes on your back and the shoes. That's it. What about my other clothes? Nah, nigga, I bought those too. I'm going to give them to some kids that deserve it. Shit.
Then you tell him, oh, by the way, Freddy comes after those who are forgotten anyway first. So,
Boom.
Bete.
Peace.
Bete.
Yeah. We could just go make another one of you real quick.
Maybe we gonna get it right this time. Come here, woman. I'm swinging to the right.
Holy shit. Yo, this movie was so bad, we ended up talking about a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, we opened the conversation at the end there, but it's all
Yeah,
good.
this is how we do things on here, though. Anybody have anything else they want to say about No Solicitors? You want to change your rating? You want to raise your rating, James?
No, thanks. I'll keep it as a 3.
I'm trying to forget I watched this shit.
I'll remind you.
Nah,
Well,
good. You do that with fucking Black or I can't even think. Yeah, it almost worked. I almost got it out of my mind.
I'll remind you. It's called
Blood Lake. Blood Lake.
But thank you guys for watching and listening, whoever did watch and listen, and we're gonna pull up our plugs. Make sure you guys go follow, which again the link is in the description. Go follow the third Uso. Definitely gonna have him on again if you want to come on. And pay attention. He has some dope content over there on TikTok, so go check out his TikTok, people. Go check out his TikTok. Click that link. Don't be selfish.
Can I do one plug in real quick?
Of course.
So I do have a nonprofit for kids. So if you go on IG or Facebook, it's Geo's Hope for Kids org.
Nice.
Awesome.
And there I just do a whole bunch of book bags. I put school supplies in there and I just give it out.
Nice, man.
That's awesome.
Send me that link, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach that and that'll be a part of my shows, because stuff like that is important. Send me that link when you get it.
Yeah, well, right now I have 800 backpacks. They just need to be filled.
That's awesome.
That's dope. Let's connect. Let's help him get these 800 backpacks filled, because that's an amazing thing. And definitely send me that link and we'll make some stuff happen.
Will do. Oh, by the way, when are you going to go watch X?
Not this weekend, next weekend. The wife and I are going to go either that Friday or Saturday, and then we'll be reviewing it that following Tuesday, most likely. Hopefully.
All right, let me know. I'll hop on that one.
Hell yeah, man. I'm going to let you know right now, and you can ask these guys. This podcast is an open door policy. Anytime you want to come on and you see what we're reviewing every Tuesday and Thursday, just, Sturdy, let me come on. I'm still going to do the TikTok invites, but you don't even have to worry about it. Just shoot me a message or whatever. And
yeah, for sure.
Go from there, man, because, that's dope. And definitely, like I said, that nonprofit, let me know about. Send me that link, because we'll definitely all share that out and all that other good stuff. That's awesome.
I'm trying to look for you right now so I can fucking do a little promo advert and fucking share it out.
Are you on Facebook?
The third Uso?
Well, my personal is the third Uso, but if you go on IG and just put Geo's Hope for Kids org, then you'll see it on both of them.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because that stuff like that for the kids, all about that stuff. Even the bad kids, it's not their fault they're bad. Just tell them Freddy's gonna get him the like, right?
Geo's Hope for Kids Inc. Right? You said
Org.
These motherfuckers trying to steal your shine. Alright, cool. I got you.
Oh, he has a Facebook page too.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
Nice.
Geo's Hope for Kids. Facebook. All right, let me pull these up. What is this? You ready, Chris?
Yes, sir. You guys already know you've been here before. If you haven't, I am the worst damn gamer ever. You can come watch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. I got a TikTok that's starting to flourish a little bit. I got Instagram that's starting to flow too. So if you're into gaming, if you're into podcasting, if you're into movies, Marvel, anime, anything of the sorts of that, if you enjoy our conversations here and our perspectives, there's a ton more content for you on the YouTube channel and all those other platforms. Come check me out. I'm usually gaming Fridays and Saturday nights, but I do random pops during the week as well. So enjoy. It takes a lot of time to do it for you and get those contents chopped up and created. Also, go check out Dreams the Creator on his YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. He's the man behind the visuals here and how things are looking. He's helped us get a bunch of our shit together and get all cleaned up. So if you need any help digitally on photography, videography, music, anything really, if it's got to do with being creative, this is the man for you. There's a reason why we call him Dreams the Creator. Let him know Worst Damn Gamer and Sir Sturdy sent you. He'll hook you up with a certain price for you. And then So Good at Scary, our boy up in Canada, the angry Canadian Kyle, he's running that one over there. If you got your own independent project, 30 minutes or less, if it's a horror flick, you can throw it up and share it on the Facebook page. We can review it. And you can also be a part of it if you want. So make sure you comment there, you like, you subscribe, you follow, and check him out on Instagram. And his TikTok is flowing like mad right now as well. So go enjoy all of that stuff. Again, guys, any last words? Joe's your host over there. She's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. She's got tons of content from recipes, origin stories for horror things, and ghost stories. She's got movie reviews. She has a Patreon. Go support her as well. She's super dope to us and helps us out as well. So if you're enjoying any of that content, please think about supporting her on her Patreon as well, and any of the other creators on the Z Network. Once they get their stuff together and get more content up for you, we'll be happy to appreciate any donations, follows, likes, subscribes. We do it for you. And then Sturdy, what's up, and where can they get those reviews done again, in case they forgot?
Every Tuesday and Thursday, right here on Horror with Sir Sturdy. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and the Tickety Talks. So make sure you go check me out on all those places. And we got some cool stuff coming up. I actually have a pretty cool announcement, which I'll tell you guys after these other plugs. So go Popcorn and Pints, you guys. We do these non-horror movies every Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. 2 movies we review. We try to figure out how they connect. When we remember, which we've been forgetting for the past few weeks, but we got to get better at that. We'll figure something out. But definitely tune in. This Saturday we are doing The Last Black Man in San Francisco and Harlem Nights. You don't want to miss that. Also, check out Stories from a Bar. Everywhere you can listen to podcasts. You can check this podcast out in Deep Focus Cinema. Make sure you guys tune into that podcast. You get a deep dive on cinema. And we got a wrestling podcast on the Z Network now that just joined us Sunday. It's a dope podcast. I already have about 100 episodes out. I got them connected with, you guys know Phil. He has a friend that's like in the business, I guess, dealing with like indie wrestling. I got them connected already. And then I got them connected with somebody else who's in the business, who's closer in Massachusetts, I believe. And I mean, yeah, man, the Z Network, we're not going to be all dancing in your videos and all that. Like Suge Knight started talking about Diddy. We just want to help everybody grow. So if you want to be a part of the Z Network, if you're a creator, you don't have to have a podcast or a YouTube channel. You could have a TikTok, whatever. If you're a creator, you're doing that stuff, and you want to join us, just join us, and we'll tell you all about it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you in your nightmares. Peace.